Well, hello everyone. This is Troy Harper here from Harper Cigar Lounge. Welcome to Dropping the Ash Podcast, episode 42. And a beautiful night here in Kimball, Nebraska. And a little chilly out. Definitely winter's coming. I can tell. It's going to be an early one, I have a feeling. But we're going to enjoy the night tonight with a great um, Imperium Noctis 5 3/4 by 50. Um, Hopefully you guys can see that band a little bit there. It's got a crow and a half moon on it, but just a beautiful dark oily Maduro wrapper on this cigar, and just gorgeous, just gorgeous. So anyway, I hope you guys can see that band somewhat there, and just a gorgeous, gorgeous cigar. So um, anyway, what I'll probably do is I'll probably put a picture of this up on the thumbnail since it's a little bit dark. It's a dark wrapper anyway, or cigar band. It's like got some black and white on it, so it's a darker cigar band. So I will put a picture of this up on the thumbnail so you guys can see it better. So, but anyway, let me get this toasted and clipped and everything. The wrapper's got kind of a chocolatey taste to it, like a kind of a milk chocolate. The cold draw's got kind of a milk chocolate taste to it. Oh, and the draw is unbelievable. Let me brush off a little bit of that tobacco there after cutting it. But yeah, the draw is incredible. So let me get this toasted up and see how this does. This is from the Boutique Cigar, by the way, also. Anyway, how are you guys all doing tonight? What are you up to? Hope you all are doing great out there. Get this all glowing orange evenly. I'm trying to not scorch it. I just want to toast it nicely. Get that tobacco warmed up. Get my final light going on it. Hmm. This is almost as close to it's almost like a Gordo, the size of this. It's a big one. But it is considered a Toro, 5 3/4 by 50 Toro. So, but anyway. But gorgeous, gorgeous stick. Lots of smoke. Taste notes are just terrific right now. I'm getting some kind of zesty fruit and some spice on this. But yeah, anyway, so it's starting to have a nice burn line there, I noticed. So anyway, again, the Imperium Noctis 5 3/4 by 50. Toro by the Boutique Cigar. Um, Ira Lee and Danielle Lee of the Boutique Cigar have had their hand on these blends. And so anyway, so great job, Ira and Danielle. Beautiful, beautiful cigar. I'm glad I'm finally getting to try this. It's been in my humidor for a little while, and I still have never had a chance to break this out and smoke it. So I'm glad I'm getting to do that tonight on this beautiful Kimball evening here in Nebraska. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing great out there. I hope you brought a great cigar to smoke with you. and hope you brought a drink. Tonight I'm not drinking any alcohol. I'm just drinking some. It's bubbly. Try to see what flavor this is. Bubbly Bellini Bliss. So anyway, cheers to you guys. Maybe I don't know if you can see it. Nah, the bubbly's not showing it. Well, you can kind of see the bubbly lettering there. But anyway, cheers to you guys. This is one of the cigars that I had in my cigar lineup to smoke for October, for fall, and Halloween. So this is one of the cigars that's in one of my video shorts where I reveal all the cigars I'm going to be smoking throughout October and fall. So this is one of them. But let me give you a little bit of a story on this cigar. The Imperium Noctis Toro is an ultra limited masterpiece, handcrafted from some of the world's most elusive and sought after tobaccos. Outer wrapper is the finest aged Maduro wrapper leaf from Costa Rica, known for its depth, balance, and smooth complexity. This rich velvety leaf Maduro sets the stage for something truly exceptional. And beneath the surface lies a rare blend of Andula and Cuegua tobaccos. Andula, a century, Andulo, a centuries-old Dominican fermentation method, which involves curing the leaves in tightly bound palm yaguas for months, producing a deep, earthy intensity. Cuagua, a rare varietal. Let's see, trying to read my writing here. Cuagua is a rare varietal, whatever, from a secluded Venezuelan valley. Venezuelan valley is almost impossible to source in quantity and prized for its bold character and vibrant complexity. These tobaccos aren't just rare; they're demanding. Blending Blending them require patience, precision, and a deep respect for craft. The payoff is a remarkable uh, tobacco layered with notes, um, a remarkable cigar layered with notes of dark chocolate, fruit, zesty fruit, toasted spices, and subtle floral tones that evolve with every draw. Imperium Noctis isn't just limited, it's nearly mythical, a true celebration of tobacco artistry made from those who seek the extraordinary. So I got these notes off of the boutique cigar um, that put this boutique cigar out. Um, and it's wow, it's just a terrific cigar so far. The construction so far is really good. The draw is great on this. It's building up some nice white ash, and the burn line's a little uneven right at the moment. I'm gonna do a little bit of a touch up here, get that burning evenly. But yeah, I'm definitely getting some nice zesty fruit. Um, Getting some spice, and let's see. I'm trying to think of what else I'm kind of getting in with this. Trying to think if I'm getting any of the floral notes or not. But definitely getting some zesty fruit and getting some spice and definitely getting some notes of that dark chocolate, of course, as well. Also getting some dark roast coffee um, with the cigar. Kind of a dark roast coffee with some cream in it, maybe, but more on the very dark roasted kind of a coffee taste. This cigar is definitely more of a medium, probably more leaning towards full strength cigar. I would have to say so far. So, but a perfect cigar to smoke tonight on this really beautiful night here in Kimball. And last night the moon was full. I'm not seeing the moon out tonight, but I was trying to see if I could see it. But anyway, I'm not seeing it anywhere. But yeah, wow, it's definitely a cigar that you want to eat something beforehand or snack on something with it. Have plenty of fluids to drink with it. This is definitely not a cigar for a beginner. I'll just say that. Definitely not. But yeah, definitely getting a lot of dark chocolate, a lot of pepper and spice, some zesty fruit. I'm gonna even say a little bit of some burnt, like toasted, like marshmallow or caramel as well. So that wasn't mentioned in the notes at all, but yeah, what a powerful cigar, definitely. Wow. Well, it was worth the wait having. It's definitely a great cigar. It's the only one I've got. I'm gonna have to get a couple more of these. These are really great. Great cigar. This is a great cigar, definitely. But I want to know from you guys what's in your lineup for cigars that you're gonna smoke throughout the rest of this October. Maybe going into November for Halloween. What are some of your cigars that you're gonna be smoking and toasting up and enjoying? And hopefully, you guys, any of you that have to smoke outside, I hope you guys have plenty of nice days left um, to smoke some cigars outside. I love this time of year where I can, where it's cooler outside and I can strike up the my fire pit. It just makes for a really wonderful night. What are some things you guys like to do when you're outside smoking in the evenings? What do you guys like to do? Do you have a fire pit you like to strike up or light up, or do you guys like to sit around a campfire, or do you guys just have your porch lights on maybe and just do that? Do you guys have friends over or family over and have some drinks along with your cigars at night, or whenever you do? But these are the evenings that I just really cherish because I know winter's coming. And I've got my lounge downstairs, of course, that I'll be using to smoke in. But I really like to take advantage of being outside when it's nice out like this because there's not going to be many more of these here in Nebraska here coming soon. So summertime and spring, summer, fall, and even some days and evenings in the wintertime, we can have some pretty nice days and evenings in the wintertime as well. So I'm hoping we'll have some nice days in winter this winter that won't be too bad to where I can be out on the porch also in the wintertime a little bit. But one thing I wanted to discuss with you guys, um, so you guys have a really good smoking experience. Make sure, first of all, that you guys keep your cigars humidified at the right levels. Make sure they're not over 70 and not under 62. If your cigars are under 62, you have a chance of them cracking and getting too dry. If your cigars are over 70 at a consistent level of 70 or over, or I'm just going to say over 70, because I think you're at a pretty safe place of 70. But if you're over 70 and your humidor is over 70 for a long period of time, you're really at the risk of your cigars getting cigar beetles and your cigars being too moist to where they won't stay lit. I like to keep my cigars around 65, 64, anywhere between 64 and 66. That's where my cigars do really well, it seems like. They're not too moist, they're not too dry. And just remember the saying that water and fire don't mix, and it's true. If your cigars are too moist, they won't stay lit because of the moisture. So you want them at a level, at a humidity level, temp level, where your cigars are not going to be too moist or too dry. Because if they are too dry, they'll crack easy while you're smoking them. They can fall apart on you, unravel maybe even, and they won't taste as good as well. So you just don't want that. And when you take your cigar out of your humidor, take a look at it, observe it, really look at it, and make sure that it's not damaged in any way. That's going to cause your smoking time, your smoking experience to get ruined. If you pull a cigar out of your humidor and there's some damage to it, it's probably a cigar that's not going to last very well. It's not going to last very long. It's probably going to fall apart very easily and start cracking on you once it starts getting heated up. But observe your cigars. Make sure they're not damaged. Make sure they're in good shape. Just make sure that the construction's great on them, and that there's nothing going on with your cigar that's going to ruin your experience. So make sure you guys do that. Make sure you observe your cigars and just really romance them. Just enjoy every moment as you smoke them as well. You know, take advantage of the cold draws before you light it up. Taste the wrapper before you toast it. Um, really enjoy the aromas and enjoy that taste of the smoke in your mouth. When you draw in, let that smoke stay in your mouth for a moment, get a taste of it, and then blow it out. But I want you guys to have the best experiences you can with your cigars. So just keep them at the right humidity levels. Make sure they're not sitting out, getting dry somewhere. Make sure they're not damaged when you pull the cellophane off. Make sure that that cigar is in good shape. Maybe it's maybe you have a cigar that maybe you dropped at one time and you put it back in your humidor and you forgot about it, and when you pull it out, it's cracked and stuff. Definitely, don't probably use that cigar for your cigar time. Pick a different one, and just do the best you can at preparing your cigars for your smoking experiences. You definitely want nothing to go wrong during your time of smoking. You want everything to go good so you can stay relaxing and not have to worry about that kind of stuff with your cigar. So you can take your time with it, enjoy it, and not have to rush it if there is damage to it or something. You don't want to rush your cigars. Um, don't rush your cigars. Don't puff on it too quick. You could get some cigar tar in there. You'll start getting some um, where the cap was that you clipped. You'll start getting some like sappy, kind of dark brown, kind of a thick looking kind of stuff, and that can be caused from you puffing too fast. It's causing your tobaccos to heat up faster than what they should, and it can produce a tar. So you don't want to do that. So just puff on your cigars every 5 or 6 seconds maybe. You don't want to just do it one after the other and do it fast like a cigarette. You don't want to smoke cigars like a cigarette. You want to take your time, enjoy the flavors in your mouth, enjoy the aromas. and just take your time with it, and just relax for a little bit. Commit yourself to some time to relax with your cigar. The bigger your cigar, the longer it's going to probably smoke. So if you're in a hurry, pick out a smaller cigar, maybe a Corona size cigar, maybe a 4.5 by 45, or maybe a Robusto that's around 5 by 50. Maybe you pick a smaller cigar if you're not going to have a lot of time. A Toro like this will usually take a good couple hours, maybe. A Robusto might take about an hour. A Corona might take about 45 minutes. So anyway, so know what time you have available before you choose your cigar as well. And then once you know what kind of time you're going to have, then decide what size of cigar is best for you for that time. So, but anyway, that cigar is really building some nice ash there, as you can see. Really nice ash. And I don't force that ash off. I'll know when it's ready to come off when it starts to like kind of lean maybe, or I start seeing some like deep cracks in the ash. I'll know that it's ready to get that ash off of my cigar, which I just roll gently in my cigar ashtray. I'll just roll it gently in it, or I'll just lightly tap it into my ashtray. So when I feel it's ready. So, but that's really holding on well. So, but I'm really enjoying just sitting out here talking to you guys and talking about cigar tips that can help you. And but I really encourage you guys to find some time if you're in an area, like if you're in a like if you're in a state that does have colder nights, I encourage you guys to light up a fire or something like that that can keep you a little warm, give you some light so you can see everybody around you, so you can talk to everybody around you, and it's just fun to sit around a fire and smoke cigars. I'll never forget when I was young. I thought smoking Swisher Sweets was pretty special. I thought I was living the high life, I guess you could say. When me and my friends would get around a campfire and smoke Swisher Sweets, I thought I was living a luxurious life having a Swisher Sweet, and that's what I smoked off and on throughout my life growing up. Not very often. It'd be more on occasions like my birthday or if we went camping, me and my friends. That's when I would smoke cigars, and I thought it was pretty luxurious doing that. I would have never thought that real cigars would taste as good as they do. So, now I can't even go back to smoking Swisher Sweets. I tried one about a year ago just for fun, and I took a couple puffs and I just couldn't do it. It tasted terrible compared to premium cigars. So, something else I wanted to mention, you guys, especially if you're going over to friends' houses or to a cigar lounge or sitting outside like I am tonight, make sure you have everything with you that you need. Have a draw enhancer in case your cigar is too tight. You can put your draw enhancer down the middle of that and open up that tobacco so you get more airflow. Have one of those with you. Make sure you have a couple different cutters that will handle, bigger ring gauge cigars or torpedoes. You definitely want a cutter like this. If you're smoking torpedoes or anything with a pigtail on the cap, you definitely want something that like this that that pointed end or um, that pigtail can go through, so you can cut it properly. Um, if it's just a cigar like this, you can use a V cut or a guillotine cut. They even have these with a closed backing, so you don't put your cigar in too far. You don't want to clip your cap off too much, or else that cap is holding your cigar together also. And if you cut that cap completely off, your cigar will unravel on you. So you want to make sure you don't cut too deep. So guillotine cutters with a backing on it is really nice because it keeps your cigar from going in too deep when you cut that cap off. So that's nice if you're a beginner. Even if you're someone that's been smoking a while, they're still nice to have. I use one once in a while still. Um, but just make sure you have everything with you. Make sure you have maybe a couple lighters. Maybe have a little can of butane with you so you can refill your lighter if you're going to be sitting outside for a while. So just make sure you have all the tools you need. That's going to keep you in good shape. So anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this time with me here, sitting by the fire with me, and I'm really enjoying this time with you guys. Definitely. Wow, I cannot believe how much that ash is holding on. When you get ash that holds on like this, you know it was rolled correctly and done very well with a lot of care, that's for sure. But remember, cigars are made with human hands. Real cigars are made with human hands. So you're going to get a cigar once in a while that might have too loose of a draw or too tight of a draw. Um, you might have a cigar that just doesn't do well for you. If it doesn't do well for you, just put it away in your ashtray, get a new cigar out. But I think probably 1 out of 15 cigars, maybe 1 out of 20 cigars, I might get one that's got a few imperfections, or it just doesn't do as well as I would like it to. Um, and that's pretty normal. So, but you guys tell me what cigars you're smoking this fall. What you like to have if you're around a campfire. What do you guys like to smoke out there? If you're around relaxing in the evenings with your friends, what cigars do you guys like to smoke out there? So let me know. Let me know. But yeah, I'm definitely getting a lot of great fruit flavors, zesty fruit. Um, Getting a lot of nice spice and pepper. Getting some dark chocolate, some dark roast coffee. Um, Dark chocolate, if I didn't mention that. But wow, this cigar is terrific. This could easily become one of my favorite cigars, definitely. And I just can't believe how well that ash is holding on the way it is. Wow. Yeah, terrific cigar, it really is. Oh, my ash just dropped. Dropping the ash podcast, guys. Anyway, so my ash did just drop on its own. Um, I'm out here on my porch, so it doesn't really matter too much. But it did drop, and I didn't see that coming. I thought it'd hold on a little longer, but it really held on well. It really did. So I'm very impressed so far. But again, this is the Imperium Noctis 5 3/4 by 50 Toro, and yeah, just a great cigar. So, and again, um, this is a limited cigar. It's a boutique. There's not a lot of these made. Um, so anyway, but so definitely a rare cigar. Um, and it's just got a nice oily Maduro wrapper, not too veiny or anything like that. Um, it's just perfect. It really is a perfect cigar almost right now. My score right now on this is going to be probably a good 10 out of 10 right now. The draw is still great. The construction's still great. The taste notes are definitely coming through. Definitely a flavor bomb. If you watch any of my past podcasts, you'll know what a flavor bomb is. But definitely a flavor bomb. Just so many great flavors coming out of this. And it's just a rich, creamy cigar also. Really impressed with this. Really impressed. So, but anyway, this outer wrapper is from Costa Rica. Um, and again, known for its depth and balance and smooth complexity. Um, it is a rich, velvety outer leaf. Definitely velvety and creamy. and lots of complexity. Just a lot of great flavors coming out of this. Um, it is definitely an exceptional cigar. Definitely very exceptional. Very exceptional. I am really enjoying this cigar. Really am. And then again, binder and fillers are rare blends of Andula and Chihuahua tobaccos. Um, and again, the Andulo is a centuries-old Dominican fermentation method, which again involves curing the leaf in tightly bound palm yaguas for months, producing a deep, earthy intensity. And then the Chihuahua is a rare uh, varietal. I cannot pronounce that word. Varietal from a secluded Venezuelan valley, which is almost impossible to source um, in quantity and price, and is prized for bold character and vibrant complexity. So anyway, guys, I'll let you know how this finishes out. I'll go ahead and end this, so I'm not keeping you guys too much longer. But definitely want to give you guys all out there a shout out. You guys all know who you are. You guys are all of you are just great. Definitely want to mention Lance Williams over in Louisiana. He's become a great friend. He's part of the Boutique Cigar where I'm at too, with as a ambassador, a brand ambassador. So want to give a shout out to him. Want to give a shout out to Ira and Daniel Lee with the Boutique Cigar for just all the wonderful blends they're coming up with, and for their great friendship and everything with me. And Tony Taylor and Keith B. Meisner Sr. I want to mention you guys as well. And Daniel remains over in Canada. I want to mention you, buddy. Hello. You're a great friend. Thanks for staying in touch with me the way you do. And Robert Sharp and Antonello Nicastro over in the UK. Antonello will be back on my show sometime in November, maybe early December. He'll be back on my show. He's a musician, singer, songwriter, composer, producer. Has some great Italian music. Great Italian brother of mine. And so he's going to be back on my show to discuss some of his newer music that's out. So make sure you check out Antonello Nicastro on YouTube. Check out his great music. Give him some love. Subscribe to his channel. Share his content. Give him a like. And then my buddy Jacob Lee over in Rapid City, South Dakota. He's got a great channel called Jake Not From State Farm, and his shows are called Jake's Music State. He's got a lot of great heavy metal, hard rock reviews, and starting to get into having some cigar content. And I'm going to get him on my show here soon, on one of my shows, on my Harper Cigar Lounge podcast, or maybe even my or even my one of my other podcasts, maybe. Smoking Metal, maybe we'll do a show on my Smoking Metal podcast, which I've got a Smoking Metal podcast coming, hopefully by tomorrow. So anyway, got a lot of things coming. Got another Troy Marcia cigar review coming. I got a really special Italian cigar I want to review, so that's coming up. And I'll continue with all the content that I do for you guys. And again, thanks for all your support to me, guys. And if you are new to this channel, again, make sure you subscribe today. Hit that like, leave your comments, questions, and feedback for me. I'll get back to you quickly, and I'll always be honest with everything I talk to you guys about. With whatever I respond back to, I'll be very honest. And please share this content with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I really would. So, but anyway, guys, you guys have a great night, and enjoy your smokes out there. Let me know again what you're smoking, what you guys got planned on smoking, that you're planning on smoking this October. through November maybe. And let me know where you guys like to smoke your cigars in these cooler evenings. If you like to do it outside or in your house or in your lounge or around a campfire or around just a fire pit, whatever. Let me know, guys, where you like to smoke your cigars. Let me know what you're going to be smoking. And you guys, thank you for hanging out with me. And again, this is Dropping the Ash podcast, episode 40, episode 42. Let me get a drink. My voice is cracking. But anyway, cheers to you guys. And cheers. And by the way, these bubbly seltzers, they're um, kind of a flavored seltzer water. These are really great with cigars, these bubbly drinks. Not too sweet, not too bitter or anything like that. Just really, really perfect drink to have with your cigar. But also let me know what you guys like to drink too. Whether it's scotch or whiskey, rum, tequila, whatever, coffee, or just water. Let me know, guys. Anyway, guys, this is Troy Harper from Dropping the Ash Podcast, episode 42. And you guys have a great rest of your night. I'll see you in the comments. I'll see you guys soon. Again, thanks for all your support to me. All your support to me. Thank you. And I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.